Hope you're excited for another awesome week. This is for week April 27th through the 1st of May. Can you believe it? We're already to May. And with that, we've got an awesome week. I'm going to go through your week with you. And as a reminder, you can always see what you have for schoolwork on this email in the Google Drive on the middle school instruction sheet. Before I started, I want to talk to you a little bit about accountability. Accountability is one of our habits of character and learning. And I have a quote that says, accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. Really, everything you do in life is a result of your choices. And right now, you're doing school at home. You don't have teachers. Your parents probably are working and busy. So it's up to you to take accountability, because what you choose to do is how much you're going to be able to learn while you're learning from home. So before I go through your grade instructions, I want you to watch this video, and then after we'll go over your instructions. Check it out. I miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. Remember, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. we meet as a crew. Join us. The Google Classroom, Google Classroom will have the invite for that. Tuesday at 9, see you there. And this week, I'm going to send emails out to those students that I want to lead the greeting, reading, and initiative. All right, you guys.
We've all heard it. It's not my fault. She did it first. I forgot. It's not my job. These are all excuses. Excuses just blame others so we don't have to be responsible for what we did. Here's what I say. It's time we own what we do and start taking responsibility. How can we do that? Well, today we've got 3 things we can do to stop making excuses and start owning our actions. I'm Morgan, this is Rocket Kids, and let's get this started. Okay, I know what you're saying, but Morgan, sometimes it really isn't my fault. I get what you're saying, I do, but I say, yeah, it is your fault. Hold on, okay, stay with me here. You are you. Everything you do is you doing it, not someone else. It's you. Everything I do is me doing it. Yeah, that's me. If I slide down a muddy hill in my new clothes or get a bad grade on a test, that's me that did that. I might say, Sally made me go down that hill, or Sarah has my math book so I couldn't study. The truth is, Sally and Sarah didn't have anything to do with it. So stop blaming and start owning. Number 1, own your part. Something happened, no matter whose fault you may think it is. And now you have to explain it to an adult, why you did what you did. That's so not fun. We can blame someone else, but you are a part of this. So you need to take a step back, think about what happened, and look at what part you took in it. Here, tell me what you think of this. One kid swipes a toy from another kid. So what does the other kid do? He kicks the other kid. You may say that that kid deserves to be kicked. He swiped the toy. But let's take a step back. 2 things happened. One kid swiped a toy. The other kid responded by kicking. Did both kids do something? Yes, they did. So now they both have to be responsible for their own actions. Number 2, cause and effect. You ever heard of cause and effect? It goes something like this. Because I did this, this happened. I didn't study, so I failed the test. I jumped in a puddle, so my shoes got wet. You get the idea. Sometimes the effect is good. Because I helped clean the classroom, I got extra time at recess. That's good. Because he swiped the toy, I kicked him. Not good. Just remember that something will happen with everything that we do. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's bad. So, do things that have positive outcomes, not negative ones. Number 3, solve the problem. When faced with something, we have choices that we can make. Sometimes we make bad choices, and that's okay because we can learn from those mistakes. And sometimes we make good choices. When we make bad choices, that's when we start to blame other people and things for our mistakes and problems. So let's think about the choices you have to avoid the problem in the first place. Let's put it this way. I get a bad grade on my project, and all I can say is the teacher didn't explain how to do it. Wait, that's my excuse? I didn't own that. Maybe I can ask myself, what could I have done about that? How could I have avoided that bad grade? Did I think about asking the teacher to explain the project to me if I didn't understand it? Maybe I should have, because that's better than blaming my teacher for my bad grade. I got the bad grade, not her. We have choices and we are all smart people. So let's solve the problem before it's a problem. As kids, we will do a lot of things to avoid taking responsibility for our actions. Let's face it, no one likes to get in trouble, especially kids like you and me. But if we can own our part, know that all actions have good and bad outcomes, and work to avoid the problem before it's a problem, then we can learn to take responsibility for our actions. And guess what? We stop blaming others, and we own it. It's you doing what you do, and no one else.
Enjoyed that video, 8th graders? Remember, you're going to high school next year. You need to be accountable. You're the one learning for you, not for me. You're learning for you, and it's all dependent on how much you try. Your parents are probably working. You need to make sure you're making the effort to learn. So let's go over what you should be accountable for this week. For math, you know you have 45 minutes of iReady. You know how that works. Make sure you're getting that done. Remember, we're prioritizing math and ELA. And also you have instruction pages assigned and practice pages assigned. Now remember, if you have struggles with your math, there's video links for the instruction pages. There's also homework help meetups Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. You can get live help from your teachers, so you can totally join there. ELA, now I hope you're joining Miss Harris on Tuesday from 2 to 3 to chat about whatever you have in ELA and also have a little bit of book talk. Swing virtually by and chat with Miss Harris. Also for ELA, you've got your iReady, just like for math, and you have your 45 minutes of reading To Kill a Mockingbird. Now you should be up to chapters 21 after this week, so if not, you might have to catch up and be a little bit accountable that you haven't done all that. Last, you're going to write 30 minutes per day about your opinion on an article that's been attached to your ELA Google Classroom. Please join your Google Classroom and you can see that link, or you can find that on your middle school online weekly plan. Science. No changes to an ecosystem affect the stability of cycling matter and the flow of energy among living and non-living parts of an ecosystem. What you're going to do is you're going to describe that cycle of matter and flow of energy through the carbon cycle. Obviously, more instructions and details are on your Google Classroom. Make sure you have joined those. Social studies, you're going to do a creative writing assignment for about 30 minutes this week on who your favorite historical figure is. And I want you to brainstorm a little bit about what they would be like if they were alive today. Some examples of this would be George Washington or Abraham Lincoln. What would Babe Ruth, the famous baseball player, look like, do if he was alive today? What would his social media be like? PE, I hope you guys are exercising as much as you can, at least 45 minutes per week for PE. You're going to find activities that I have loaded on the Google Drive link provided on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan or the Google Classroom. And then you're going to track those minutes on the PE tracker on the Middle School Weekly Plan or Google Classroom. Also, you guys, on Wednesday from 12:30 to 1, I'm doing a live yoga session. I would love for you to join because that's going to be 30 minutes of that PE time that you can do by just learning a little bit about yoga and moving with me. More instructions and the link to that hangout is on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan or Google Classroom. Art, now you've got your daily sketchbook that you've been doing. This week, you're going to learn about landscape drawing, and what you're going to do is you're going to watch a couple of videos that Miss Hendricks has done. You're going to follow along and prepare to draw your own landscape with her. Make sure you're finding those links on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan. Last, if you have any questions about online optional ceiling tiles, we're not at the school right now, but I think there's some stuff that you can do. Please reach out to Miss Hendricks. And if you want to draw along and drop in with Miss Hendricks from Thursdays from 1 to 2, you should totally do that. Link is on the Middle School Online Weekly Plan. Last but not least, for digital literacy, you're going to do 15 minutes a week for typing.com. And you're also going to clean up your slides that you were working on in class for your passage portfolio. I'm expecting to see all of those passage portfolios by the end of the year. while we set up a meeting with your parents. Make sure you've joined all your Google Classrooms, guys. Make sure you're going to be there at 9 o'clock on Tuesdays for our crew meetup. And I'd love to see you for PE 12:30 to 1 on Wednesdays. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. I miss you guys. Send me an email, drop in, say hi whenever you want on Google Classroom, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.